Hello everyone, this is Sentinel2 and welcome to another mod overview, this time on Aku, a mod that adds mostly a bunch of decoration blocks, but then there's the occasional ones that have additional benefits like seeing through the world, with the portal blocks here, some transformation ones, and things like spikes. Now for the most part, most of these will be decoration. We'll just go through some of the more useful ones. So first up, you'll probably come across the Aether portal block or the Nether portal block, made from obviously either glowstone or obsidian. What you want to use these for is just for placing them in the world, and you can see through the world, or if you had it where it was above, you can see through there. If you had it on the side, you can see through there. But if it isn't close to anything, like here, it doesn't change anything. But if it is actually connected to a block or next to a block, you will be able to see through that block. To actually break these though, you are going to want to use a silk touch to pick them back up. You can try with diamond and you also tell it's not possible. Other than that though, there is alien blue made with water bottles or potions, alien wood, which is just a bookshelf and wood, the quilt squares there, which is not 29, you can just use regular and it works perfectly fine. Even demonstrate. Whoops, didn't get these stacked there. Let's see, here we go. Roll positions. You can see obviously you can make one, you don't actually need the 29 or so that it displays. Not sure why it does, but it does sometimes with some of these mods and their recipes. Blue steel, also another decoration block, and you can go up with each of these. They do require a different pick to mine each time though. If I went with some of the earlier stuff, you can see I can easily break it, no problem, but some later ones, like the steels, you may need a diamond pick to break them, or at least an iron pick due to what the recipes show, and that's just a guess. So decoration, also decoration, you can go back and forth between them. You do lose the coal of course. Concentrated, and so on. And then you've got the blue aura, which you can then use similar to the portal blocks, like so. So if you didn't have access to obsidian or glowstone, you could use the aura blocks, which the regular ones don't. You want the transformation one here, which I'll demonstrate obviously. I have a regular aura one, you can see it's just what it looks like, and that's it. Whilst the transformation one is the different one. As far as I know though, you can't really break these though, unlike the portal blocks, so there is a bit of a benefit to having the others where you can pick these up and take them wherever, whilst these ones sort of just stay in the world and are just for mostly creative use, I would assume, afterwards, where you want a permanent X-ray block of sorts. Not sure if they're more blast resistant or anything, but we'll also try that later. Again, jelly donut, magic wood, pronounced, remedy, seafoam green, soft, spider block, and many of these others are also just for decoration, nothing more. And they do obviously range from using just a wooden pick to a diamond pick, so you can see those there. Otherwise though, there is Aku blocks, which as far as I know are just to act like a redstone block, but other than that, I don't really know their purpose. Not much more is detailed on the page, even the spinner as well, so just go to Aku right there. Let's see if I can get it. Obviously, Aku, Aether, and Nether, which just act like a redstone block, except with a fair bit more resources to make them. And then from there you can obviously use a spinner, which can be crafted with 1 redstone dust and 4 ingots. There are 3 kinds of Aku, which can be created by combining the following to make them, or 2 different energy resources. Actually, we might try that. So, some gold, But otherwise, besides just the actual recipe, which it probably most likely is referring to. So actually try interacting with some of the stuff, and I can't actually place this in the world. It seems to be an item of sorts, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. So I have no idea how this works exactly. It just seems like an item you can use that maybe can interact with these Aku blocks, but other than that I have no clue, because only so much is detailed on the page, and it's not very clear what you do about energy and such. As you can tell from the Aku recipes, you've got the following, and this one obviously requires a block of redstone and gold, which it details here. But other than that, I'm not too sure, and obviously each of these don't require a dimension, so the nether and aether ones don't require a dimension. Obviously the aether one, you don't really need mostly that aether dimension, but if it was for the nether, then yeah, or if you use the aether one in the end. But yeah, not too sure on that. There is grass covering, which obviously can be used for decoration. As far as I've come across, you can only place it on the sides blocks. You can't place it underneath, and you can't place it on the ground, so you can only use it kind of like a shelf of sorts. And they can't be placed... okay, so they can be placed on each other as well. You can't place it on top of them. If I place one here and then have it not connected, they still can float, so yeah. Transformation blocks obviously made from the particular types, which we've obviously covered. And finally we have spikes, which are just used for harming mobs or players. Now you do take quite a bit of damage as a player with these. I am in normal difficulty, if that does change things. And we'll get a spider. And also as well, redstone does not change anything. So we'll just do a regular spider. You can tell the lever doesn't do anything. So, redstone control, as far as I can tell, or at least from a lever, does not work. If I stand in the spikes, you do take quite a bit of damage. And you can break these with a pick, obviously. If you do break it with your fist, obviously it will take a bit longer, and I'm pretty sure you don't pick it up. So make sure to use a higher tiered pick if you want to break a fair amount of these types of blocks, instead of struggling to know which one is required to be used for each. Otherwise though, that is pretty much it. A mod with decoration blocks, redstone block alternatives, and spikes. Oh, and the ability to see through the world with transformation or portal blocks. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.